Hello, welcome back to our subject, Readings in Philippine History. We're still in our chapter 3, which is all about the Philippine history spaces for conflict and controversies. So, the same learning objectives. And what we'll discuss? We'll be discussing the case study 1, where did the first Catholic Mass takes place in the Philippines? So in our prelim discussion, no, we already know nga sa Butuan nahitabo ang first Mass in the Philippines. But we will try to scrutinize if sa Butuan Bakaha nahitabo ang first Mass in the Philippines with a different primary sources nga ato ang i-examine. So here, so if we say, no, a little background, if we say case study, para dili ta maglibog, no? Para di ta daghan pangutana. If we say case study, this is to investigate certain events, people in presence or in the past. So, mao na siya ang case study. So, let's start. So, this case study will not focus on the significance or lack thereof of the site of the first Catholic Mass in the Philippines, but rather use it as a historiographical exercise in utilization of evidence and interpretation in reading historical events. Okay? And we all know that Butuan has been long believed as the site of the first Mass, and I do believe so. In fact, this has been the cause for 3 centuries, culminating in erection of monument in 1872 near Agusan River, which commemorates the expedition and arrival celebration on April 8, 1521. End of 19th century and the start of 20th century, a more nuanced reading of the available evidences was made, which brought light more considerations in going against the more accepted interpretation of the first Mass in the Philippines, made both by the Spanish and Filipino scholar. And it must be noted that there are only 2 primary sources that historians refer to identifying the site of the first Mass. First is the log kept by Francisco Albo. Muna siya ang pilot of the Trinidad ship, and he was one of the 18 survivors who returned with Sebastian Elcano on the ship Victoria. After they circumnavigate the world, the other one is the account of Pigafetta in the first voyage around the world by Magellan. Now, let's examine the primary source of Albo's log. On the 16th of March, 1521, as they sailed in the westerly course from Landrones. So as they sailed, no, or as they naglakbay sa dagat niya, as they sailed in the westerly course, if we say westerly course, pakanluran direction from Landrones, they saw lands the northwest, hilagang kanluran, na siyang northwest, but owing to many shallow places, they did not approach it. They found later the name, it's Yunnan. So, nato sila sa towards northwest, no, or hilagang kanluran, pero wala sila ni adto dito kay Hunas ang katungalan, and later nahibaw-an nila nga katungalan was Yunagan. They went instead the same day southwards to another small island named Suluan. And there they anchored. There they saw some canoes, but this fled at the Spaniards approached this island was at 9 and 2/3 degree north latitude. So in the same day, ang ilang route is patimog and went to another island na ang pangalan is Suluan, where they decided to anchor. No? In Suluan, may nakita silang canoes or mga bangka. However, the people in those bangka decided to flee as the Spaniard approached them, indicating siguro na hadlock, like caution, or unwillingness to engage with the newcomers. And ang geographical detail of this island, no, Suluan, was at 9 and 2/3 degree north latitude. So, departing from those two islands nga Landrones Island and Suluan, di ba mo na to ilang nakuan, Landrones and Suluan. They traveled westward or pakanluran sa isa ka uninhabited island sa Gada, kung asa sila nagkuha sa ilang supply sa kahoy and water. And sa lag ni Albo, wala naka-indicate ang latitude sa kaninga island, pero kang Pegafetta, ang kani nga island was named Aquada or no Aquada, so maraga kog kagada, so Aquada ni siya kang Pegafetta, or also known as Pumunhon nga naay latitude of 10 degrees north latitude. So from uninhabited island of Gada, so gikan sila no diri from that island, in uninhabited island of Gada, nibiyahe na pod sila padong Pakanluran. No, Pakanluran na pod, nibiyahe na pod sila Pakanluran or westward papunta sa Ceylani, which is pag-describe niya as a large island nga naay mga tao nga nagpuyo, no? Nga naay mga tao nga nagpuyo, di ba? Mo na yung describe no, a large island nga naay nagpuyo, and ang kanisab nga island is known siya nga daghay gold. Okay? So sa lab ni Albo, gitawag niya ni nga island as Ceylani, pero kang Pegafetta gitawag ni nga Ceylon or known as Leyte. Sailing, so mo to siya no. Niadto na pod sila patimog. Niadto na pod sila patimog or pa southwards sa tabi ng baybayin sa island of Ceylani. And then they turned southward, southwest. They turned southwest or Timog Kanluran, and nakaabot sila sa small island nga gitawag nila as Mazava, nga naa siya ay latitude of 9 and 2/3 degree north. So the people of this island of Mazawa, so ang mga tao daw nga nagpuyo sa island of Mazawa kay mga buutan, no? Mga buutan. And there, ang mga Spaniards planted cross sa tuktok ng bundok or upon a mountain top. And from there, they were shown 3 islands to the west and southwest, where they were told there was much gold ato nga mga island. So from Mazava, nibiyahe na pod sila papuntang Hilaga. Papuntang Hilaga towards Ceylani. Then they followed the coast of Ceylani in northwesterly direction, ascending up to 10 degrees of latitude where they saw 3 small islands. So from there, nibiyahe na po sila westward with 10 leagues. 10 leagues down. Nibiyahe sila 10 leagues. So ang pasabot aning 10 leagues or ang kaning leagues nga pasabot mauni ang unit of distance or kanang kilometers bitaw nga ilang gibiyahe. And there, nakakita sila og tulo ka islets or kana bitawng small islands mga dito sila nagpahulay for an eye. No? Nagpahulay sila for an eye. Pagkabuntag, sa nahitabo, pagkabuntag, nibiyahe na pod sila pa southwest with 12 leagues, reaching a latitude of 10 and 1/3 degree. And then they entered at 2 islands, and these are Matan and the other is Subu or Cebu. So Matan, we all know that is Mactan, and Subu is the Cebu. Tapos, nibiyahe na po sila pa westward and anchored at the town of La Villa sa Subu or Cebu, where they stayed many days. So, nagstay daw sila many days. Pero no specific kung pila ka days. And obtain provisions and naa sila'y agreement on peace pact with the local king or local na hari. So, ang town of Subu or Cebu, naa siya sa direction on Silagang patungong Kanluran, no? Mana ang direction Silaga patungong Kanluran with the island of Suluan and Mazaba. So muna ang direction sa town of Subu. Pero between Mazaba and Subu, there were so many shallows, no? Nga ang mga bangka dili makaadto westward but has to go on a roundabout way or paikot-ikot sila kay Hunas. Therefore, in Albo's account, the location of Mazava fits the location of the island of Limasawa at southern tip of Leyte. Albo, take note ha, nga ang Albo Slag and Albo does not mention the first mass. Wala dyan niya mention, but only the planting of the cross upon a mountain top. Maulang dyan ang na-mention. Which could be seen there, which could be seen 3 islands to the west and southwest, which also fits the southern end of Limasawa. So that was clear nga wala gi-mention sa Albuslag ang first mass of the Philippines. Only the planting of the cross upon a mountaintop. Next is the primary source of Pigafetta's testimony on the route of Magellan's expedition. Tanawon diri kung ma-mention ba kapag kaha ni Magellan ani Pigafetta ang first mass of the Philippines. So, on March 16, 1521, which happened to be a Saturday, ang expedition ni Magellan kay makita in a highland na tinawag na Zamal nga naa siya 300 kilometers or distance of unit of distance, 300 leagues westward of Lanzarote Islands. So pagka Sunday, March 17, 1521, they landed to the uninhabited island na makita sa kanan na part sa Zamal. And then the name of this island was Humuno. And this island was located 10 degrees north latitude. On the same day, March 17, 1521, Magellan named the entire archipelago the island of St. Lazarus. Di ba? Na-discuss na nato ni? And the reason nga nagipanganlan ni Magellan because it was Sunday in the Lenten season when the gospel assigned for the Mass. And on March 18, which happened to be a Monday, sa hapon na sila'y nakita nga boat na naay 9 ka mga lalaki. And there, an exchange of gifts was affected. And Magellan asked for food supplies. And the men went away, promising to bring a rice and other supplies in 4 days. And there were 2 springs of water on that islands of Homonhon. Also, they saw there some indications that there was a gold in these islands. So Magellan named it Watering Place of Good Omen or Aquada la di Buena Signalia. Next, Friday, March 22. At noon, the native returned. This time they were 2 boats and they brought food supplies. So Magellan expedition stayed 8 days at Humonhon. Take note ha, 8 days sila nagstay sa Humonhon from March 17 to March 25. So that's 8 days. So March 25, 1521 in the afternoon, they left Humonhon Island. In the ecclesiastical calendar, this March 25 was the feast day of Incarnation, also called the Feast of the Annunciation, and therefore Our Lady's Days. So on this day, as they were about to anchor, an accident happened to Pegafetta. He fell into the water but was rescued. So si Pegafetta daw kay nahulog sa tubig and nasagipra siya. And also Pegafetta attributed na biyaya daw mula sa pagitan ng mahal na Virgin Maria sa kaniyang kapistahan. Diba? Ang kanyang malapit na pagligtas sa kamatayan. Siguro lalong ni siya nga tubig. And the route taken by the expedition after leaving Homonhon was toward the west-southwest between 4 islands, namely Sinalo, Hiyongahan, Ibuson, and Albare. So probably Sinalo is a misspelling of Ceylon and what Albo calls Ceylani. So again, ang kang Albo, Ceylani, ang kang Pegafetta, Ceylon, namely the island of Leyte. So ang Hiyonanghan, misspelling of Hinungangan, no? Hinungangan, believed to be a separate island, but is actually on the mainland of Leyte. And ang Ibuson, which is Hibuson, no? Pegafetta's Ibuson, Ibuson kang Pegafetta. It is an island east of Leyte's southern tip. And thus, it is easy to see what Pegafetta meant by sailing toward the west-southwest. So the past those islands, they left Kumunhon, sailing westward towards Leyte. Then followed the Leyte coast southward, passing between the island Hibuson on their port side and Hiyonangan Bay on their starboard, and then continued southward, then turning westward to Mazawa. Di ba? Na ang Mazawa. So the next happening was on Thursday, March 28, 1521. In the morning of Holy Thursday, which happened to be Holy Thursday on March 28. So niabot sila or they anchored off an island sa Mazawa. That island lies in a latitude of 9 and 2/3 degree toward the Arctic Pole and in a longitude of 162 degrees from the line of demarcation. It is 25 leagues from Aquada and it is called Mazawa. So muna siya ang Mazawa. So naana sila diri nga part sa Mazawa or Masa. So they remain 7 days on Mazawa Island. So later ato pa mahibaw-an ug nag-unsa sila sa Mazawa Island for 7 days. So later nato mahibaw-an. So on Thursday, April 4, they left Mazawa, bound padulong sa Cebu. They were guided, teetered by the king of Mazawa who sailed in his own boat. So ang ilahang rota took them the 5 islands, namely Ceylon, Bohol, Canighan, Baybay, and Gatighan. At Gatighan, so Gatighan sila, they sailed westward to the 3 islands of Camotes Group, which named Poro, Pasihan, and Punson. So, sailed pumunta sila westward to the 3 islands of Camotes Group. And here, the Spanish ships stopped to allow the king of Mazawa to catch up with them, since the Spanish ships were much faster than the native Balanghay, no? Faster daw than the native Balanghay. So from Camotes Islands, they sailed southwards toward Zubu or Cebu. And Sunday, April 7, 1521, sa Udto, they entered the harbor of Zubu or sa Cebu. It had taken them 3 days. So 3 days sila to negotiate the journey from Mazawa northwards to the Camotes Island and padung sa southwards of Cebu. Therefore, we can conclude, no, kung ato siyang i-compare or corroborate ang Albuslag and Pegaphetus testimonies, coincide and corroborate each other. And Pegaphetha ang si Pegaphetha lang, naghata siya og more detailed on what they did during their week-long stay at Mazawa. While ang kang Albuslag, it only na-emphasize lang dito ang planting of the cross. So dinhian nato may bawaan kung unsay nahitabo kang Pegaphetha and the 7 days, no? That's the 7 days in Mazawa. Tantanawan, nag-usa sila dire. So first, Thursday, March 28, 1521, in the morning, they anchored an island where they had seen a light night before a small boat, Buluto. Ano siya? Small boat muna ang Buluto, came with 8 natives to whom Magellan threw some trinkets as presenters. Trinkets here is jewels. So last night daw, ani, so makaingot ang March 27. So last night ani, March 27, nakakita sila og naay mga suga, siguro ma-identify nato nga gabi siya. And then they anchored that island, and then a small boat or Buluto came with 8 natives to Magellan threw some jewels as presents. The natives paddled away, but 2 hours later, 2 larger boats Balanghay came in, one of which the native king sat under an awning of mats. So on Friday, March 29, 1521, which is the Holy Friday, Magellan sent his slave interpreter ashore in a small boat to ask sa king if he could provide the expedition na ay food supplies and to say that they had come for ni Anhi sila din as a friend not as an enemy. So mo na ang gisugo ni Magellan sa iyahang interpreter. In reply, the king himself came in boat with 6 or 8 men, and this time went up Magellan's ship, and the 2 men embraced. So marang sila, embrace. And the exchange of gifts was made. The native king and his companions returned ashore, bringing with them 2 members of Magellan's expedition as a guest for the night, and one of the 2 is si Pigafetta. Diba? So Saturday, March 30, 1521, Pigafetta and his companion had spent the previous evening feasting and drinking with the native king and his son. So marang nagparty-party sila. So Pigafetta deplored the fact, although it was Good Friday, they had to eat meat. And the following morning, Saturday na, Pigafetta and his companion took leave of their host and returned to sa ilahang barko. So on March 31st, 1521, which happened to be a Sunday, so early in the morning of Sunday, the last day of March and Easter Sunday na siya, Magellan sent the priest ashore with some men to prepare sa mass. And later in the morning, Magellan landed with some 50 men, and mass was celebrated, after which a cross was venerated. And Magellan and the Spaniards returned to the ship for a noonday meal. But in the afternoon, they returned ashore to plant the cross on the summit of the highest hill, dito sa taas sa mountain top. In attendance, both the mass and at the planting of the cross were the king of Mazawa and the king of Butuan na adidua sa pagplant of the cross. On the same day sa afternoon, sa hapon, while dahil sila sa taas sa mountain, Magellan asked the 2 kings which ports he should go to in order to obtain more abundant supply for food than were available in that island. And the reply king that there were 3 ports to choose: the Ceylon, the Zubu, and the Talagan. Of the 3, Zubu was the port with most trade. No, mo na siya, Zubu or ang Cebu. Magellan then said that he wished to go to Cebu and to depart the following morning. He asked for someone to guide him thither. So, thither mo na siya or doon, no? So, Magellan asked for someone to guide him doon sa Zubu or sa Cebu. So the king replied that the pilots would be available anytime. So available daw ang pilots anytime kung kanasa sila gusto mo adto. But later the evening, the king of Mazawa changed his mind and said that siya na lang daw ang magkandak or siya ang maghatod kang Magellan to Zubu, but that he would first have to bring the harvest in. And he asked Magellan to send his men to help the harvest. And Monday, April 1, 1521, Magellan sent his men ashore to help with harvest, but no work was done. Ano kaha? No work was done that day because the 2 kings were sleeping off their drinking about the night before. Nangahubog ang mga kings. And on Tuesday, April 2, 1521, which was Wednesday, no? Wait. Tuesday, April 2, 1521, and Wednesday, April 3, 1521, work on the harvest during the next 2 days. And Thursday, April 4, 1521, they leave Mazawa bound for Cebu. So, mo na ang nahitabo sa 7 days ni Pigafetta and Mazawa. So, using the primary sources available, no? Si Jesuit priest Miguel A. Bernard and his work Butuan or Limasawa, the site of the first mass in the Philippines, a re-examination of the evidence 1981, lays down the argument that in the Pigafetta's account, a crucial aspect of Butuan was not mentioned. The river. Huh? And Butuan is a riverine settlement situated on the Agusan River. The beach of Masao is in the delta of said river, and it is a curious omission in the account of the river, which makes part of a distinct characteristics of Butuan's geography that seemed to be too important to be missed. So therefore, no, mo ni siya ang giingon at balikan, no? Butuan was not mentioned sa book ni Jesuit priest Miguel A. Burnett. Text, the Age of Exploration. Later, ba ito balikan? So, Age of Exploration is a period of competition among European rulers to conquer and para makolonize ang lands outside their original domains. Initially, the goal was to find another routes or alternative way or another way sa routes by sea to get to Asia, the main source of spices and other commodities. Mo na siya, no? Ang Asia daw is the main source of spices and other commodities. Existing routes to Asia were mainly by land and cost very expensive. So ang existing routes daw nga padung Asia were mainly through land lang ang transportation and it cost very expensive. So a sea route to Asia means that Europeans could access the spice trade directly, greatly reducing cost for traders. Ano siya. And Spain's major foray into exploration was through Christopher Columbus, who proposed mo sail na lang sila westward to find shortcut padulong sa Asia. He was able to reach the Americas, which was then cut off from the rest of the known world. And Spain colonized parts of North America, Mexico, and South America in the 16th century. They were also being able to na-reach po nila ang Philippines and claim it for Spanish crown. And later on, other European rulers would complete with activities for exploring and conquering lands. And it must also be pointed out that later on, after Magellan's death, the survivors of his expedition went to Mindanao and seemingly went niadto sila sa Butuan. So makaingon jud tanong nga sa Butuan jud nahitabo ang first pass of the Philippines. In this instance, Pigafetta vividly described a trip in a river, but note that this account already happened after Magellan's death. So therefore, we can conclude that we should be proud if we live in Caraga region and dapat jud ato i-claim nga nahitabo jud ang first mass in the Philippines sa Masao. Okay, with all the primary sources nga ato ang makita. No? Sa Pigafetta pa lang daan nga testimony, 7 days sila dito sa Masao. And kato nga 7 days which happened Holy Week to siya. So mag-expect dito nga na ay misa dito nga nahitabo. And naapoy mga nag-preside po nag-request si Magellan o priest or chaplain to preside a mass along sa shore sa Mazao. So therefore, makaingon ta nga sa Butuan dyan nahitabo ang first mass in the Philippines. And that's the essence of our discussion, making sense of the past, historical interpretation. So there will be a sense in examining historical past events, especially in the Philippine history. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening and have a great day.